Notice number 3, motion in relation to mobile black spot program.
I call the member for Indi.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I move that the motion relating to the mobile phone black spot program in the terms which it appears in the notice paper. In opening this debate, I call on the government to take up the mantra of the young people in Indi, that wherever you are in Australia, you should be able to use your mobile phone. And I call on the government to start with the end in mind. The end is where mobile phone black spots are a thing of the past, where we are able to work, travel, study and holiday with our trusty mobile phones in hand in the city and in the bush. And this will take money, partnership and commitment. Madam Deputy Speaker, I've been fighting to improve mobile phone coverage in Indi from the day I was first drafted by the young people. The poor or non-existent mobile phone services in my electorate, from valley to valley, township to township, impacts on our economic viability, our social connectiveness and our ability as a community to reach our full potential, and the overriding need to be safe, particularly when we have emergencies such as fires and floods. Good mobile phone coverage is not an optional extra, it's the main game. The government's black spot program extended mobile phone coverage in regional Australia, $100 million over 4 years to provide around 250 to 300 new or upgraded mobile base stations across Australia. This black spot program is a good program. It was an election commitment that the government is delivering on. The establishment work has been done, priorities have been listed and partnerships built. And today I encourage the government and my colleagues opposite to maximise the work done in the establishment phase and to expand it to pick up the next level of priorities that have already been identified. Clearly, more funding is needed if we are to make sure that wherever you are in Australia, you can use your mobile phone. But the hard reality is that the Department of Communications database has in excess of 6,000 reports of mobile phone black spots, and in my electorate of Indi alone, 274 reports. The guidelines for the program point to improving coverage along the main transportation routes in small communities, in locations prone to existing natural disasters and in areas with high seasonal demand. And Indi ticks all these boxes, every 274 identified gap. But we are allocated an estimated 3 towers to meet this need. It's clearly not enough. Indi and Australia needs a much greater investment. What to do? All levels of government, business and community are ready to act, and the Commonwealth is providing the leadership. It just needs the commitment. And in Indi, the groundwork has been done. The Indi Telecommunications Advocacy Group have taken the lead in mapping and reporting the mobile phone black spot areas. Strong partnerships have been developed with business, emergency services and community groups, seeking every opportunity to work with mobile network operators and mobile network infrastructure providers, and they're very keen to offer their in-kind contribution. Madam Deputy Speaker, the Prime Minister says he wants to be remembered as the Infrastructure Prime Minister, and I'm here today to remind the Prime Minister that infrastructure is more than roads, rail and transport. Telecommunications is also infrastructure. Investment in communication infrastructure has the capacity to stimulate and enhance all areas of our economy. It is an investment that has multiplier effects right throughout the economy and the community. It gives us everlasting social and environmental benefits. And this is the government's published infrastructure message. So I call on the government to make this message for communication infrastructure also. And I call on Minister Truss to move now on building stronger regional economies and secure communities, delivering opportunities and prosperity for all regional Australians and ensuring a sustainable environment by allocating funding in the next budget to an extensive mobile phone black spot program. $100 million is not nearly enough to cover the need. Let's start with the young people's mantra and make it our own and set an ambitious target, a date, so that by 2020, wherever you are in Australia, wherever you go, you are able to use your mobile phone.
I thank the member. Do we have a seconder for the motion? I'll call the member for Corangamite. Oh, sorry.